They don't care, no, like I do. I've been waiting on you. I've been waiting on you.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on how to heat press a floppy beach hat. These are the hats. This one says grateful right here. They have all different sayings on them, and then I have one white hat which will be the bride's name. I'm actually making this for an order of mine for my cousin. It was supposed to be due this week actually, but their trip got a little delayed with everything going on. I've only seen a handful of videos on how to make a straw hat, and I think a lot of people are almost intimidated by making a hat like this because it is not a, I guess, normal surface you would heat press onto. I know people heat press onto canvases and bags and towels and shirts, obviously. I think just because this texture is so different and rough, a lot of people don't know the proper temperature setting, they don't know the proper vinyl to use, so I'm going to explain everything in this video. If you are new here, hello and welcome. I post videos every week on, as you can see, Cricut related content and occasionally some vlogs, so if you are interested in that content and you want to see more, please subscribe to my channel down here. And I'm talking too much, so let's get into the tutorial. First, you want to open Cricut Design Space. I already have an existing project, so I'll go ahead and open it. Now I'm just organizing all of the sayings. I already did the first hat grateful, and I'll be using it as a reference. So let's zoom in, and I'm going to retype the word why not. I then needed to change it to the script font, which is called Kathy Betty. I'll make this larger so you can see. Let's click the letter spacing button to have the words connect. I'm going to zoom out and delete the word why not since I don't want to work with that one anymore. Let's put the two words near each other to see how much we should curve. Click the curve button up top and move it to the left. We need it to curve upwards since it is going on the bottom half of the hat. As you adjust the curve, you can make the letter spacing smaller. You want to do this as much as you can because we are about to ungroup the text, and once you ungroup, you cannot use the curve option, unfortunately. I created a template of the hat by measuring the circumference of the physical hat and inserting a circle. I then measured the smaller circle, aka the head portion of the hat, and sliced it. As you can see, this is how the word grateful will look on the hat. Let's select why not and move it on top of the hat template. I'll again zoom in. Now we are going to still play around with the curve tool since we haven't ungrouped anything yet. I'll put the word grateful on the screen as a reference. So keep adjusting the curved text until you are pleased, then click the ungroup tool when you are ready to move all of the letters closer together. And here comes the difficult part. We have to manually curve the text and move the letters closer together. The reason why it's so difficult is because when you move the words closer together, the letters aren't going to follow the curve of the hat. So you just have to keep zooming in and out, adjusting the individual letters until it looks like it flows with the hat, if that makes sense. This took up a very long time, but if you are planning on selling specific phrases or words, you won't have to do this step each time. Once you like how it looks, group the words, and then group the entire saying. You can zoom out and adjust the size, and then click the weld tool if you are absolutely positive that's how you want the text to be curved. Now we're going to move on to the rest of the words. I'm going to speed this up a lot since these screen recordings were like 20 minutes long. So again, just to recap, type out your word, choose the letter spacing tool to move your letters closer together, curve your text as much as you can, and make sure you compare it with the hat template. Then ungroup everything and manually adjust your words. Once you do, group the saying and click weld when you're 1000% positive you like how it looks, because after you weld, you cannot undo it. Once all of your words are welded and completed, I just double checked and made sure that the sizing was right, or if I had to make any last minute changes on the sayings. Let's click save and make it. Since we're working with HTV vinyl, make sure your designs are mirrored. Also, a trick I discovered was that Cricut automatically splits up your designs onto however many mats it thinks you may need, but I found a way to work around that. Click on the three dots on one of your designs and click Move Object. You can then move it to whichever mat you think it will fit on. Keep in mind, by doing this, you will have to rotate your design, which in this case doesn't matter to me, but if you cannot rotate your design, then unfortunately this option isn't applicable for you.
Ride or die. All the years it would grow us apart, yeah. Moved away, but you're still in my heart, yeah.
When you're done, click continue and get your vinyl. You will need to place it shiny side down on your mat. We are using the 12 by 24 mat with Cricut Easy Press matte black vinyl. Make sure the setting for iron on is selected, and then you can place the mat onto your Cricut and press go. Repeat this process until you have all of your designs cut.
For so long, and it's killing me to see you there with a broken heart. If you knew, I've been waiting.
Now we can cut our designs. Make sure you look at where the letters are and don't chop anything off. Now let's weed our words once we have everything cut out. I mentioned this tip before, but a tip I use when weeding is to take out the inside of the E's, A's, L's, etc. first and then remove the background. I'll speed this part up once again so this video isn't too long.
Ain't could it get any clearer? I'm the one holding up all your mirrors, baby. Hurry up, back to me, why'd you ever move on? Yeah, you're making me confused. I'm the one that you should choose. I've been waiting on you.
Let's gather our designs and preheat the Cricut Easy Press to 305 degrees. Caesar Easy Weed should be at this temperature with about 10 to 15 seconds. However, for this project, we will be using 20 seconds. Get your mat and floppy hat. Notice the tag. This is where the bottom of the hat will be. Place down your hat and go over any wrinkles you see for 5 to 10 seconds. Then, get your design and measure it to make sure it is evenly on the hat. Sometimes I will lift it up to double check that the design looks good. Use a Teflon sheet. If not, you can use parchment paper. I don't suggest not using any protectant because it could burn the vinyl and ruin the design. So take your Easy Press and firmly press into the hat. Since the design is wide and I only have the 9x9 Easy Press, I had to heat press twice in different areas to evenly get it adhered to the hat.
Growing up, same street, you, me, my ride or die.
I tried removing the carrier sheet, but it still needed a bit more pressure. I heat pressed one more time. If you heat pressed at a higher temperature or with more time, you risk ruining the design and burning the hat and vinyl, so it's better to give it some time and only do it in increments. Then you can take off the carrier sheet and start pressing into the design with a fabric. This step is 100% necessary because the heat press does not fully adhere the design since it is a rough surface. I used my sweater because it would burn my fingers. I've read that you can use a tennis ball, but I didn't have any in the house, so I couldn't use one. Now you can repeat the following steps for the rest of the hats. Remove any wrinkles from the hat for about 5 to 10 seconds with the Easy Press. Place down your design and measure. Use your Teflon sheet or parchment paper. Firmly press the design into the hat. Remove the carrier sheet and firmly press the design into the hat using a piece of fabric or tennis ball. Repeat these steps for the rest of your hat.
Get any clearer? I'm the one holding up all your mirrors, baby. Hurry up, back to me, why'd you ever move on? Yeah, you're making me confused. I'm the one that you should choose. I've been waiting on you.
Complete with today's video. I cannot wait to give these hats to my cousin and the girls that are wearing them, and I hope they love them. And if you did try this tutorial, please tag me on Instagram. I also wanted to promote my Instagram because I do post there, you know, about 2 to 3 times a week, but I always post on my Instagram story about everything that's happening in my life. And let me know, of course, what you think in the comment section below. And I have nothing else to say other than thank you for watching my video and supporting me always. I will see you in the next video. Bye! I'm a savage.
I don't really know what else to do.
All the years they would grow us apart, yeah. Moved away, but you're still in my heart, yeah. call you up, how you been? Can we play and rewind? Yeah, those are the guys you choose. They don't care, no, like I do.